want to intro the episode?
I am entering that episode. Welcome to Standby Podcast. I got a lot
Wow,
of,
that's a hell of an intro, buddy.
All right.
I drank. Have you heard of this True Brain? By the way, True Brain. Let's get sponsored by True Brain. That'd be cool. If we get True Brain. We should tag.
You started off
Brian,
saying I
remember
drunk.
to tag True Brain when you hit True Brain. No, it's a thing that I drank. It's like neutral things for the brain.
Okay.
So it's like.
Is this a gimmick?
No. It's
This
actually
is real?
No, this is recommended by a doctor.
Was it
friend
a
of mine.
Shark Tank pitch?
No. It's actually that. It's out there. You buy it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but you take it and it's like it helps you to like concentrate and to get sharp. It's kind of like
okay.
you remember
like
that
Adderall? It's like Adderall
yeah, but
in a
not
glass.
but not that. But it's like natural.
All right.
Like Limitless. You remember Limitless, the movie?
I do. That was a pill.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Right.
like that. You
Okay.
take it and you're like, whoa. Like I took it the first time I
sounds
was
like
in New York.
drugs.
No, but it's like it's kind of like a better Red Bull or
Okay, because that's what I would say. Because I think it's got a
not-
great effect on you, but you haven't done much drugs
Yeah,
in your
me
life.
neither.
have you?
Yeah. I mean, no,
I've,
I don't want.
I've had more experience with drugs, so I might have this and go.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be that
No,
for you. It's like this is just water, man. This is just
Yeah.
juice. Well, but for the normal person out there that's not a drug addict like JJ.
Thanks for labeling me experienced.
So I took it. So yeah, that's why I'm energetic.
Right.
But
Oh,
it keeps-
really?
But it's cool because it keeps you sharp.
Yeah.
Like it's more for like, oh, I need to be focused.
Yeah.
Like Adderall, but not Adderall.
Yeah. And Adderall's a prescription drug, so it's allowed.
Yeah.
Right?
But people
Is that
abuse
it?
it.
Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's how it works in America, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody's hooked on drugs
That's
in
it.
America because
Well, that's the-
capitalism.
That's the game. That's the game. How are you, man?
I'm pretty good, man. You
Yeah.
know, just plugging away, getting used to being back. We had some tour dates canceled and stuff
Oh, yeah.
because of COVID.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just kind of like looking at that schedule, going,
Yeah.
I hope the world. Can we call it normal? We're supposed to be in Florida in 2 weeks. We're supposed to.
yeah, you'll
They're
be
not-
fine over there.
They're not canceling
yeah.
shit in
It's
Florida.
normal over
So
there.
that's, yeah.
I was just in Florida. Yeah, remember I told you last week. So
Yeah.
don't worry. They're
It's-
not canceling anything.
It's gonna
over
go
there.
through.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, right on.
Just don't wear your mask.
Yeah, and other than
That's
that,
it.
it's nice to be back in LA. I mean, I've been taking the bike out more, and
Yeah.
and it's crazy because it's January. You know, we're almost
Yeah, yeah,
February,
yeah.
and so it is nice to be in this city that we can do that in
Oh
January.
yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, I mean,
Shorts
I
and
just
a
played
shorts and a
tennis.
sweater.
I played tennis before I came here. So
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
It's great.
Yeah,
Weather
it's-
is perfect. So
We're a little bit
that's
spoiled.
that's the beauty about living in LA.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And speaking of being spoiled, because they're hosting the Super
The
Bowl,
Super Bowl, yes.
which is
Which hopefully the Rams make it because LA Rams they're because right now it's Rams. What is it?
San Francisco
Yeah, against the Rams, yes.
and the Rams, and then Kansas City.
Against
the Bengals,
the
right?
Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, so
Yeah.
probably it's gonna be Rams, Kansas City.
That's
right?
what it. That's
I
what
mean,
it
they're the
hopefully
favorites.
looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. So are you gonna go?
Do you have money? I mean, are you crazy? What kind of question is that?
Are we gonna find a way to sneak in?
That'll
Can
I
we
mean,
just go,
that's a funny thing because it's like if it's just like I don't know how it's in Canada, but like in concerts in South America or whatever, you can actually like sneak in somewhere. Like you can't
Right.
sneak in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Like there's no way they're gonna. You can't.
Yeah.
You know, like there's so much security out there in there. You know.
What would be the best strategy? Try to skydive in,
Yeah,
which
that'd
has
be
been
no, but you
done
get arrested.
before, hasn't it? It's been attempted before.
Yeah,
Somebody,
yeah.
we could just pretend to be reporters. Could we deck ourselves
We could
out?
do that,
You
yeah.
could be from Telemundo, and
Yeah.
and we'll kit you out. You'll have a mic. I'll be your cameraman.
Yeah.
And then we'll scam our way in.
Let's do it.
That's pretty much the only chance we have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because how much are the tickets? I don't even know.
Last I read, they're up to 1,200 already.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
For like nosebleeds.
No. For
And,
up there, that's to me, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would not pay that, even if I had the money.
Well, this is you have to really love football.
Yeah,
Like-
but even I mean, I just don't. Yeah, I guess I would not. I really will not. I mean, especially for the teams out there. I mean, I'm not a fan of the. I mean, even though I want LA to win, but
Yeah.
I will not pay for that. Either.
Yeah, I want to have a party in my city.
Yeah,
That's
that's
basically
be cool.
what I want.
Just to
But
give it.
and that's the other thing too. For the value that you would get of spending all that money on going to the event, I often think I'd rather go to the bar with the other locals.
Yeah.
And drop the money on a few rounds there.
For me, I mean, like,
you know.
I'll take this and travel. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
take this and go to Europe. I mean, I'll go to Thailand or go to Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, like $12,000. That you can get a good trip.
1,200. Yeah.
Oh, 1,200.
Yeah.
I thought
Did
you
I
said
say 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh
I
right.
thought you said 12,000.
Holy shit! Did I say 12,000? If it
I
was
think
12,
you did, yeah.
Yeah.
holy shit! I didn't mean that. I meant 1,200.
Right now,
Ah.
StubHub's least expensive ticket is $761.
There
That's
we go.
actually
Is
cheap.
that up in that? Yeah, that is cheap. So
I mean,
far.
I would think
that's
actually kinda
somebody's
cheap.
undervaluing their
Yeah.
ticket
Yeah.
at that.
That's actually kind of
price.
cheap, like, because I
All
would
right, I
think
guess-
I thought it was like 12,000.
Oh yeah, no, not for a nosebleed, but I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'll definitely go if I get invited.
If it's
if
free.
there's somebody out there that wants to invite me, I'll go.
If it's
I'd be-
free, you basically mean.
I'd be like Newman
Yeah.
on Seinfeld when when Jerry has a ticket or something, and then and then he gives it away or whatever, and then it's Newman. He's like, oh, hello, Newman. So I'll be Newman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do it. I mean, but yeah, no, I mean, so like, but it'll be fun. I mean, having the Super Bowl here,
I
especially
think
like
that's one of the advantages of being already at the destination is that
Yeah.
you can even consider it because we're already in LA.
yeah, you're not.
But I read
yeah.
so much and I talk to so many people who come here for it. I know everybody like it's a nice destination, Los Angeles
Yeah.
anyway. But I don't like some people are spending about $5,000 to come,
Yeah,
with
no, the whole-
hotel expenses.
Yeah. I mean,
And
you're coming with a family or whatever.
Yeah.
Just even like, just
Yeah.
even if it's just two people, that's
Yeah.
$3,000 right there. Just to like, because you're not coming just for the thing. You're coming a couple of days, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. You're gonna spend money on the hotel. The hotels are probably jacking up, like going all the prices crazy. I mean,
yeah, everybody's gonna get fleeced.
yeah. So like that's I mean, that's the thing that I'm like, again, like I'm a fan of sports, but like I don't know if there's any one team that I'd be like, all right, I'll go and travel all
Yeah.
spend all this money that I don't have just to. I mean, I guess the only thing right now would be if Venezuela ever made the World Cup.
Ah, that's a good one.
That'd be
well done.
because
So
they
that's
never
a-
made the World Cup. They suck. And it's true. Like everybody knows.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
point. That's a point of national pride.
just like a thing, just to be
Yeah.
like, look, I'll go just to listen to the anthem, and they'll lose,
Yeah.
whatever. But at least they're there, I'm like, all
Go,
right,
I'll go to watch them lose.
yeah, like 3 games, because they're and that's it. But like,
spend a lot of money.
but I mean, that's the only thing that I consider would do, But in terms of
yeah,
other stuff, I mean, I guess I'm a fan of of a lot of teams, but like I'm that whole like, well, I'm gonna spend all this money just to go to
that's
see them.
exactly how I feel too.
Especially the World Cup or like I mean, something that's a little more like 4 years, more like, well, this
Yeah.
never usually happens, but like if it's like any
Well-
professional sports, every year.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I feel that I was lucky enough to often live in the destination
Yeah.
already. So if we lucked out, right? If we say somebody sees you perform stand up in the next couple of weeks, some big corporate dude, and he's like, "Hey man, my company's got a box," and you're just this comedian who impressed him, and you get
Yeah, at that
that's-
point I'd be like,
that's
dude,
often how stand up comedians
Well, I
get
don't
their
know-
way into events.
I don't know what
Yeah.
kind of dudes are getting after your shows coming to you, like Alfred. I mean, that'd be like,
Oh, I've seen some cool shit, man. I
Yeah,
got,
but
I
I'll
got
be-
the
but I'll
box
be-
for Tool at
Yeah, but I'll
Staples
be- I'll be-
Center. I've been to see a few
I'm
things
sorry,
at Staples
but
Center
if I
because
get
of
like
people
some
that saw me
dude
do stand-up.
after a show's like, hey man, I got a bucks in the Super Bowl, you want to come in? I'd be like,
You didn't have to make it sexual.
That's why you made it.
I did.
That's-
I
yeah,
did
you
not.
did. It was very sexual.
But did you find that sexual?
It was very sexual.
Dude, I was just saying, if you performed,
No,
the
you're
next
like,
couple
hey
weeks-
man, I got a bucks. You
Yeah,
wanna
there's
go,
box
man?
seats in
Yeah, yeah.
stadiums and stuff. It
That's
was-
you made it
it
like
wasn't-
sexual, so I was like weird.
wow, there must be something
You
about
have
me
to be
tonight
like,
because
hey,
there
guy-
was nothing
Hey
sexual
man,
about
I'm
that
working with
suggestion whatsoever.
agency. I got this tickets. I mean, hey, you bring your girl. I can bring
Yeah.
my girl. Oh, okay, cool. I'll go.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I was saying. Was
You were making it more like, all right, we gonna.
You just have a
what do you think
naturally sexual voice.
I
you
know. Did you think I was saying like, so you perform stand up, and then afterwards the guy comes up to me,
That's what I
and goes,
said.
"Hey man,
That's
if
why
you
even-
suck my cock, I'll take you to a game."
That's why you
You're-
said.
I
and
was
that's why I
valuing
asked
your
you.
performance as a stand-up comedian. I wasn't saying he just runs in you and goes, "Hey man, suck my cock, I'll take you to see the
But
Super
that's
Bowl."
why I asked you. It's like, do you get a lot of offers? You're like, yeah, I get a lot of offers. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude, I've seen tons of shit
wow.
because of my stand-up,
Oh,
not because I
yeah.
suck cock.
Well, you kept saying this,
Hey.
like you keep saying this, like this has actually happened, you know. Which is, hey, man, if you did it, good for you.
Actually,
bro.
I've had my cock
Good for
sucked
you.
and been given a ticket afterwards.
Wait,
so-
what?
Sure.
Wait, what?
I've had a sexual encounter that I've gained from, but more them giving something to me.
So wait, what? Wait, hold on. All right, let's. So I think JJ just realized he's like, ooh, I said too much.
No, not at all.
No. Okay, so what? You said that you had a sexual encounter and then you got a ticket out of it.
Yeah, sure, yes.
So
Yes.
So you went with somebody that's like, hey.
I had a one-night stand with a girl once, and her father owned a football team. I won't mention which one in England. And then, so that was
Ted Lasso.
on a Saturday night. So we got together on Saturday night, and then on Sunday she took me to the football game, and on Sunday night I was on the train back to London.
Ah, okay. But,
So
That ain't bad. Yeah, that's a
she
good
said,
night.
But it was
All
because
right.
of did you go out with her just because of that? Did she tell you that, or you?
No,
found
we
out
had a
the next.
we
day,
had a
you're like,
lovely.
"Oh." But did you know that it was because of the football thing?
What, you think she just slept with me?
No, you. Obviously, she's the one.
No, not at all. It wasn't even a consideration.
Okay,
It wasn't
got
even
it,
a
got it.
thing. But
Yeah, you
but
just-
anyway, my point is, my original point is, it wasn't sexual at all. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was. You
If you-
slept with her.
No. My original point.
God.
My original point. That say we've got the Super Bowls coming to Los Angeles.
yeah.
I like you're you know what, your brain juice or whatever it is you're drinking has just got you, it's just got you horny as fuck today. So it's not sexual at all. I'm just saying that as a comedian, you perform, and often you're given
Oh, no,
benefits
yeah,
when you
of
meet
course.
people,
Yeah.
and so they can go, "Hey,
Yeah,
I've
they
got
like
a
you.
box."
Yeah, of
All
course.
right. So see, it's
No,
good.
yeah,
All right.
of course.
So that could happen. That's one of the benefits of
Yeah.
I love. Is everything okay?
Yeah, no,
You're
it's
gonna-
good. It's good.
His brain's going a mile a minute.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah,
he's ahead
he
of
really
everything.
is working
I'm watching
overdrive today.
numbers. It's like beautiful mind.
Holy
I'm like,
shit.
wow, man.
So
What's the craziest show you've gotten from?
just from
Just
fans
just
or
meeting
friends
someone, yeah.
or just from casually meeting somebody. I mean,
I mean, I got in tips. Like, I got money. Like, people like
just
give
the
me, like,
tip.
Just the tip. Man. No, yeah, I've gotten like
Tips is nice.
Yeah, like sometimes, like I remember in Vegas, I was selling some whatever merch that I had at the time,
Yeah.
and then the guy's like, I was like, and he's like, he just gave me like 100. He's like, oh, sorry, I don't have any change. He's like, nah, just keep it. I was like, okay, cool. So stuff like that.
Right.
You know, I've gotten.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't. But yeah, I'm also like very always weary too of like when people are like, hey, you want to do this? You want to do this? I'm like, I don't know who you are. I mean, like,
Right.
so I'm like, that's why I'm like.
I'm a bit wary of that
That's
too.
why
Like
for
if
me,
I
it's
was
like-
performing
Yeah,
and
somebody
somebody
goes
came
like,
up
hey,
to
you
me
wanna
after
go
the
to
show,
Super Bowl, I
yeah,
don't know who you are. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know who you are. I
you
mean,
would be a little bit afraid
Of
that I'm
course.
gonna have to put a show on in the box. I'm gonna have to do. They're gonna be like, now Francisco Ramos is gonna do 5
no
minutes of
show.
stand up.
I'm thinking
No, I'm
they're
saying you
gonna,
would
they're
be
gonna
worried about
kidnap
that.
Me. No, I'm thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, I go there. I go there.
Wow.
I go all the way. I'm thinking.
Holy
like,
cow.
Kill me, kidnap me. You know, whatever. Tie me up. You know.
Right.
Yeah, you're like a show. No, I'm thinking. Oh, this guy just wants to do some crazy stuff.
Well, the good way around that is to just go, I'll meet you at the venue. But
Yeah. Do you remember the Soprano episode where the guy gets where the guy catches one of the guys sucking dick in the parking lot, and then the guy's like, "Hey, you want to go to a Yankees game? Come on, you go to a Yankees game." And then the guy, he's like, and he doesn't go to a Yankees game because he's afraid. He's like, "I think he's gonna kill me."
oh, then I do not remember that episode. But that's Sopranos is based on real life, right?
Yeah, it
So
is.
yeah, holy shit.
New
Well,
Jersey.
how much? Okay, so we live in the destination city. So Staples Center, very popular. Oh, that's what I was gonna say too, because I lived in London for the 2012 Olympics. I was living in London at the time. I don't know if I would have traveled to London had I not. I don't
Yeah.
know if I would have been inspired.
Of
Like,
course.
let's go
Well,
cheer
but
for
the
Canada.
Olympics is different. It's kind
But-
of like if the World Cup comes here, like, you know, to the U.S. and they're gonna have some games in L.A. That one I will go. That one
Yeah.
I will try to, because it's kind of like there's more opportunities to go, more or or even to go to a different city just to see somebody.
Yeah.
You're already there. Like it's gonna be. And again, I think it's more like stuff that's like once in a lifetime kind of thing. I mean, that's the thing about professional sports. I mean, every year. I mean, like it'd be cool to go. Like if I have the money. I mean, for me, I was saying like I would like to go to the Super Bowl, just not for the game, but for the halftime show. Have you seen who the halftime show is?
Well, they're separate tickets as well. Yeah, it's the who's who of 90s hip hop.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like Eminem, Dr. Dre.
Did you see that those
Snoop.
tickets are more expensive than the Super Bowl tickets?
Wait, you can buy just to
You
go
can
to that?
buy just halftime show
Oh,
tickets.
really?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can buy just halftime show
Yeah,
tickets.
that's the
Wow.
fun
Maybe
thing.
Brian might need to confirm this, but I
Yeah.
think they're more expensive than the
For an
Super Bowl
actual game,
tickets.
yeah.
Yeah, you can
Of
get down on
course.
the field for that performance.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? 9 minutes?
No, that
10?
make it like 20, 15.
Oh, okay. Is it
Yeah.
20 minutes?
I
but
mean, yeah,
that's-
it's not gonna be a full concert, but I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't pay just to go see that. I mean, if I'm paying for the full thing. Might as well stay,
Right.
for the game.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm more interested to go on the, for me to watch, all these hip hop artists that I
Yeah.
like, instead of the game. I mean, like I'll watch the game, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be worth it
Yeah.
too. But what I was going to say about London was being in London. So I had my parents actually came over to see it. So they spent money on. But I would like to think that maybe I added to the destination.
Yeah.
So it was a bonus. But they paired like a trip to London, visiting their son.
Yeah.
And
they'll-
I got some tickets. We went and cheered on like Vancouverden. I remember as a Canadian rower, he won the silver medal. So we got to see that, and we got to see some field hockey and stuff. I didn't get in to see Usain Bolt,
but you're getting
unfortunately.
I
but
love
that was what was fun
but-
about having that
but I love that
already
JJ
being at the
when
destination.
He's like, hey, I got the tickets for like the least watched sports.
No, you
It's kinda
can't.
like,
That's what
hey,
I was
you
just.
wanna, you
that's-
want to watch some? I got some tickets for rowing. It's like, all
That's what
right,
I
I
was
guess we'll
just-
sit here and wait till they finish.
That's
to
what I
watch.
was trying to explain to you. Is that you had to bid on? It's like a lottery. You don't.
yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
just
like
get
oh,
the
yeah,
tickets.
like the
So we
World Cup.
couldn't get tickets in. You are a mile a minute this week. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
You want an energy?
Somebody,
You get it.
oh my God, man! You're cooking, dude.
He's all over it.
So the thing is for the Olympics, yeah. So we got to see field hockey and stuff like that because you have to apply and it's a lottery
Yeah, yeah.
system. So we didn't get into
It's
the
like the World
stadium
Cup.
to see Usain Bolt.
Because
Oh,
my
is that
friends
a
did it. My friends when they went to Brazil
yeah?
or Russia, I think it is like that. You apply, and then you don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
So it's like you get like, oh, now I'm gonna have to watch, the Ukraine against Russia,
Yeah.
they're probably gonna happen more of a
Yeah.
right now.
Which must make a lot of people must flip it for money. Then a lot of people must
Yeah,
they must
sometimes
enter
you
that
flip it.
lottery
Yeah.
to try to win it and then
Yeah,
fucking-
sometimes you get that. I mean, and that's another thing too. Sometimes you go, and that's the thing being in the city because then you can actually buy, like be in the actual stadium and waiting for somebody to like give you like, look, I think fine, give me whatever euros just to
Right.
buy, to get in, like
Yeah.
StubHub, kind of thing. But like, so yeah, so I guess that thing. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When you're in the city, it's always like you have more of a chance to go because you don't have to do all the traveling part of it. Like
It's
a-
nice.
It's
And
a
I-
spending thing.
And that's what I would say I have found of my benefit sometimes to already be in the city. That's what we need to do. We need to put the feelers out and see if there's anybody who doesn't make it to Los Angeles. And maybe that's it, dude. Maybe we need to go down to the stadium and just hang out and then wait 1 minute before kickoff
Well, that's what
and
they-
just
yeah.
see who's failed to come in and get like maybe
No,
we
that-
can get
that's-
a huge discount on the tickets.
Yeah, no,
you know,
that's actually I mean that's how people do it. I mean I know like people have done it like that. Not
Yeah.
just not for the Super Bowl, even for just like basketball game. Like you go to a step. Didn't you say that you did it?
I did do it for the Pittsburgh Steelers once with my parents. My
Oh.
parents came and met me in Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
I was working in Pittsburgh and we went to a Pittsburgh Penguins game and we went and saw the Steelers the next day. And we were tailgating and stuff, and people were going into the stadium, and we didn't have tickets yet. And I remember my father was freaking out. He's like, "Well, this isn't gonna happen." I was just hold on, and I'm just
Yeah.
there on my phone, and then last minute, then boom,
tickets.
probably got them for like a third of the price or whatever,
Right,
and
no,
got in.
Of course, because then they gotta get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it's not a bad strategy.
But I don't think it works for the Super Bowl.
I don't think it would work for the Super
No,
Bowl.
I
I don't
don't
think people are gonna fail
No.
at making it for that. Plus, if you're gonna come all the way to Los Angeles for the Super Bowl, you're not just coming for the night.
You're gonna stay here for like at least 4 or 5 days. You know, you're gonna go and see other stuff. I mean, and even if you're just coming for the game, you're still staying 2-3 days. You know? So it's kind of like you know, and I think just the fact that it's done here in LA, I think there's a lot. I mean, probably like 80-90% of the people that are gonna be there are just from LA.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I don't think that many people. I mean, unless
don't you think it's the kind of event that's like packs the hotels and stuff that
No. I mean,
I think
don't know.
it is.
I don't know. I'm just saying because of like the people that will go to that too, just because of the money and all that stuff. I think they all live here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think it's hard for I don't know whoever makes it, but like somebody from Cincinnati to make all that money. I mean, unless you're like one of the richest people in Cincinnati, whatever, you know. But it's hard for like a normal fan to be like, all right, I'm gonna go there. Unless they were saving for it.
Well, I guess that's what we're talking about. Like, it has to be a really big deal to you, doesn't it? Because
it's gonna be a thing that, like, I mean, at the end of the day, anything you values are created just by what you give to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, for me, like, I won't pay. I mean, I'll pay. Well, let's say somebody offers me a ticket, you know, like to go to Super Bowl. I mean, I'll pay, you know, $200, $300.
Right. Okay. So you need more than a 50% discount on the current going rate.
Yeah, and I'm talking about good seats. I'm not talking about give me. I don't want nothing nosebleed, no, all the way up there. No, give me like
you want to be squirting the water into their mouths during the game.
He wants to get hit with sweat.
I even go to 500, but that's it. But that's it. I mean, that's the thing. The value that I'll, because of what I give to the thing.
That's all right. Yeah.
The value that I give, and also the money that I have. You know what I mean? I don't have that much money to fucking do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like, but for some other person, like, I'll do my life savings just to go to this game. So it's whoever wants the value. It's like you said, it's what's important to them. You know, to that person.
Like I went and saw Beyonce, but it was because it was free.
You wouldn't pay like. Yeah, there's a lot of concerts that people go like, hey, you want to go to this concert? I'm like, yeah, if you take me. I mean, I'm not gonna pay for. I mean, because first of all, I won't know all. It's very annoying. The worst thing is to be in a concert and you don't know the songs. That's the worst.
True.
That you're you're just waiting for that one thing. Yeah. All right, know this one. It's like, everybody knows that.
And everyone else around you knows it, so you're like, you're just bouncing around looking like an asshole.
Yeah.
That happened to me when I got in the trap of going to sing Creed. Remember Creed?
Oh, yeah.
With the arms wide open.
Wow.
I went to see that at D.C. when I used to live there. I don't know why I bought tickets to go see that.
Yeah.
And then I get there, and I'm like, they're playing the songs, and I'm like, what? It's the realization of, like, I'm in a Creed concert. What am I doing? No. And then I'm, like, waiting for, like, you know, the few songs that I knew, and I'm like, why am I watching the Creed concert?
Yeah, I've been in that situation.
A lot of people, the realization of people that when they will go see a Nickelback too,
right?
And they're like, oh man, I paid to go. I don't know. Actually, I like Nickelback.
I'm sure they have their fans.
I like Nickelback more than Creed.
They're huge.
I've
got a lot of singles.
I've been to see Westlife on a date.
Westlife?
Yeah, and they're a boy band.
Oh man!
And I went on a date, and it was a terrible.
I never heard. What's Westlife?
I felt alone. I've never felt more alone amongst 10,000 people. They're called Westlife. They did a cover of "At the Car Wash." I remember at one point, and I was just contemplating my life. I think they're British. I guess they might be Irish. I don't know. I think they're British.
It looks like they have a lot of tour dates in Dublin and.
Wait, they're still playing?
They probably are on their second wind.
Yeah, I like that. Like
they were probably big 99 to 2008, and now it's like they're nostalgia.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Westlife.
But I remember feeling that way about I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's like being in a party that you don't know anybody. That's what happened. You know, when you go to a concert, you're like, and you're just trying to have fun, but you're like, I don't know anybody here, and you're like with the drink on, like, and then pretend that you're busy. You know, you look at your phone and like a million times because you don't know anybody.
Yeah. So here's what I tell you about. I'll tell you about London is the London Olympics, for example. I was going to say this is why it's an easy decision for me sometimes if I'm, you can spend all that money to be at the event and build memories or whatever you want to call it, but We
What
didn't,
was that?
but we didn't get
Why'd you
tickets.
do that?
Build memories.
Why'd you said it like that?
Well, because that's the main argument for spending all that money to go in there and like it's gonna be really memorable. We're building we're building memories.
But why are you
For
giving
$700.
Well, because I don't think that I think you can build just as good of.
build memories?
Yes.
Ah.
So
We're running out of time.
okay, you can use it for that too. Holy shit, dude! I think this is okay.
This is
anyway,
the most hyped I've ever seen Francisco.
This is the most hyped.
What are you talking about?
He's on fuego, man. He's fucking. You're
I'm
pumped. Do you have a
fuego.
show tonight?
Yeah, later on. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're gonna hit him.
No,
You're
I'll-
either
I'll-
gonna smoke.
chill
You're
after
either
that.
gonna smoke the audience, or you're gonna hit some sort of crash.
Yeah.
You know, what's
Nah,
this?
nah.
What's this stuff you've been drinking?
I
He's
called?
gonna-
told you, use
It's
it.
called.
He's gonna go up
brain-
and do 2 hours without them
I
stopping him.
know.
He's just
gonna.
he's
Like
gonna
10
do
minutes
every
back. Like,
every bit of material he's ever done. He flies through it.
so in London, we applied for the Usain Bolt tickets, you know, to get in the stadium and see the big race and everything. But by where I lived in North London, Holland had bought like a convention center. Right, there's Alexander Palace. It's called. It's up on the top of Muswell Hill. It's like a big convention center. It's got a little hockey rink in it. And Holland had taken it over, and it was Little Holland. So they had decorated in Dutch flags and everything, and they had a couple of kiosks and pretzels and beer and all that kind of Dutch stuff.
Yeah.
And we walked there. I walked there with my parents, and you paid like $10 to go in. So if we'd have won the lottery, we would have paid $250 each to go into the stadium, which would have been awesome, and it would have helped us build a memory. But instead, we ended up at this Dutch, little Dutchland, little Holland, and watched the race on the big screens there and cheered. It was all Dutch people. Well, mostly. It was probably about 85% Dutch people, and that was just as much of a great memory.
Yeah.
And we walked away going, all right, well, that was less than $50, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, no,
And I have to admit, I'm a little bit like that when I see these big prices for these destination sports and stuff. I'm
you
like,
just-
I might just.
You just want to go there and just eat hot dogs around the stadium.
Yeah, it's well.
Sounds pretty good.
Sometimes I just want to stay at the tailgate party.
Yeah,
It's like my friend, like Dave. Dave Waite.
Yeah.
He took me to the Grateful Dead's tailgate party when they just played Hollywood Bowl.
Okay.
And I didn't have a ticket to the Grateful Dead. And I was actually like humming and hawing whether he's like, come down and hang out for the tailgate. So I did go down.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. I learned a lot about the band. I didn't
Yeah.
get in to see
Yeah.
the concert or
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but just hanging out at the tailgate was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I was a little bit heartbroken when the concert starts and the tailgate kind of winds down, and then I'm just left in the parking lot
yeah.
going, "Oh, where's all my new friends?
Yeah.
We were having fun."
You
So-
didn't get into the party.
So yeah,
That's the best part of it, anyways. Is when you're hanging out, grilling and drinking some beers outside. They should just have fields for games where they just put a big screen up and just let
they
people
do
watch
that
and
Well,
for
feel.
some
yeah.
events. I mean, I know for like tennis they do it, where like they have like if you don't get into the stadium,
right.
you're still watching the games outside of
That's
the
fun.
stadium.
Yeah, like
You know,
Wimbledon, they sit on that big
yeah,
hill
like,
and
even
stuff.
in Indian
and-
Wells right now in
Yeah.
Palm Springs. I did it when last year.
Yeah.
And you can do that, so that's
yeah.
cool.
So I'm saying that sometimes I see the benefit of sometimes it's the company you keep
Yeah.
and not whether or not you get into the
yeah.
which sounds weird. I'm sure there's probably people listening at home that are like, "Nah, man, you got to spend the money and get in there."
It just it depends
You
on
know?
the value that you give to the event or to the
Yeah.
thing. It's whatever you want to. I mean, some
Yeah.
people
like
spend money on doing whatever they want, and that's fine. That's their right.
yeah, and we want to hear this from you guys too. Anybody listening at home, let us know what you would spend money to see because we got a listener here, Hector VBB. I wanted to give a shout out to him because he dropped me a message. So he lives over in Scotland, and he was
Okay.
writing me saying that he would happily part with $2,000 to $3,000 for a weekend if it was to come and see one of his favorite hockey teams play in they do an outdoor classic in the NHL.
Yeah.
So he's in Scotland.
Okay.
And he was saying that he would happily drop that money to come over
To come here.
Yeah, he said because the NHL does these
Okay,
outdoor. They
but
do these
don't-
big
they
outdoor
do it
games.
in North America. They don't do it.
They
don't go to
have
Scotland.
Yeah, they have professional hockey in Scotland, but it's nowhere near the caliber.
Yeah.
that,
No, I
like,
get
this-
it, but I'm saying like he would travel all the way here to see his what's his favorite team?
He doesn't say sporting
VV,
event.
Hector VV, Vancouver.
He said flying over. He just said that's what he would do if it was to catch a great like he likes the outdoor one, which the NHL does once a year. So they just pick 2 teams.
Yeah.
But he thinks that would be an amazing experience. He also says, and then I like the way he ends this message. He goes, but he goes, I'd spend $2 to $3 grand for the weekend, but that would be a once in a lifetime trip. So he sees that value in it, which is cool. And then he goes, I mean, fuck, my fiance spent $4 grand for 6 days shopping in New York and saw basically fuck all. So to each their own. Everybody's got.
Again, it could be somebody going to see, the fashion show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's for them their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, it just depends on the value that you put to anything. You know what I mean? I think.
I know. So are we curmudgeons that we don't attach enough value to it? Because my upper end is about $2 grand.
I guess I would do other stuff. Like I would pay more for other stuff. Right now I can't think of it. But like I just I guess to even maybe like meet with people or like have like a dinner with somebody or something like that. Maybe I would pay that or like more like that.
Yeah.
Like meet like instead of like, okay, I'm gonna watch an event or something.
Yeah.
I mean, tennis. I love tennis. I would definitely go watch. A final. Wimbledon. All this stuff. Again, depends on.
Yeah.
If I'm there or not.
Yeah, you wouldn't go like 10 grand.
No,
you go.
No.
Like I know we're wrapping this thing up, but you just made me think of another. I've got a pretty good example for you, but do send us in your examples. Let us know what you guys
Victor.
would like to travel
Victor,
to.
right?
Hector
Oh,
VBB.
Hector, sorry. I was gonna say Hector, and then I was like, oh no, it's Victor. I know. I mean, I knew it was one of those like Hector Victor names in Spanish. So I wonder, is Hector from Scotland? Is he actually
from Scotland? Yeah.
All right, cool.
But,
well, Hector, thank you for sending that. I mean, that's awesome. And if you have any other questions or what do you guys think, what you would do, how much use money, let us know. I would love to hear it. I mean, I will obviously share it in the podcast.
Now, and I wanted you just reminded me. So my brother-in-law came to see when Boston played the Dodgers in the World Series, and that was another great thing about me already living in this city. He loves Boston, right? He grew up on the Boston Red Sox, so he obviously paid for the flights. It came down, crashed with me for like 4 or 5 days. But I remember we felt very lucky that we went to the game twice. We went to like game 2, maybe game 2 and 4 or something, or I don't remember how. We saw the final game actually. He saw Boston win the World Series, but luckily we were looking at the StubHub and the tickets were too expensive for that one game that went like 19 innings. You remember that game?
Yeah.
There was one game that just went forever. Okay. It was hours and hours, and that was the one game we didn't get tickets to, and we were moaning and complaining. But then we went to the bar. And we spent the whole evening in the bar, and we were so glad that we were there because we were like, oh my God, for the what we would have spent $500 to get in to see that game, we've spent it on many beers in a bar because you don't want to pay the Dodgers prices for all those innings.
So you spent $500 on beers?
Well, I'm just saying the equivalent of what we
you got
what would have been.
JJ.
Wow,
you drink too, man.
Francisco's gonna be in rehab for this drink soon.
No, that's you. You're the one that's spending. I'm glad that instead of paying $1,000 on the.
No,
Dodgers.
dude, getting into the game.
I know.
Okay, all right. So,
jeez.
I don't want to be around when you're on the come down. Holy shit! My God. So yeah, let us know what you guys think.
And subscribe, follow us, write us, share, do everything. And thank you, Brian, for being here. And Tony.
Yes, thank you, Brian and Tony.
Bye, hello.